Alright, hey guys, we're back. Hole number 9. Very similar bag to what you've seen. And let's just go ahead and jump in here. Let's see what we got. So what I'm going to try to do here is very similar to what you've been seeing me do. I do remember yesterday I was a little short on the fairway. Something to consider. If wind gets down, you might not make that fairway on the very first hop. Something to keep in mind. And it's also going to be, very critical of that wind angle. You're going to want to see it pointed a little bit more right towards the green. Worst case scenario, you can go for it with a globe. Half tempted to do that just because, I was so short last time with the Zerker. But I might just, I'm going to try to probably save my globes for the most part. And especially if the wind's in the 14s. Just going to try to pop it up, and it looks like maybe I have a relatively good angle. You can see that it probably reaches the fairway there, just based on just kind of visualizing that it's kind of at the angle that it's pointed down. Let me just go ahead right here. Does reach it. A very similar position. So what was my ring adjustment yesterday? Maybe 3 per ring. I probably said it in the clip. Shoot. I think I said about 3 per ring, maybe just a little bit under. It's probably going to be very similar. I do remember mentioning to you guys that I'm not terrified of the rough. I actually like it because I can get a little bit lower trajectory, get it in, kind of keep it out of the wind a little bit more. I'm gonna have to resize this up though. I don't remember my adjustment, but if you guys can manage a way to hit it in very similar spots to me, the wind adjustments that I'm mentioning to you guys are going to be virtually identical. So that's one of the tips that you can use to kind of help you with your holdout. Yeah, if that's full, then we are about 2/3. I would say. I would say right around 3 or a little bit under 3 is almost spot on. So I'm going to need to go about 5 rings here for my adjustment, and I'm going to keep it just a little bit short and to the right, kind of how you see here. Aside from that, I'll probably go right about 5 rings, maybe just a little bit more. Perfect ball. That much of a miss. I told you I'd miss this today. I got it yesterday. Kind of bite me in the ass a little bit because having that albatross would have been a better 13 under score than what I wind up with. So you can see I was just a hair, not necessarily on the under correction, but it was more about the initial setup. So you could see me setting up short and right. And it looks like, that third hop was more kind of just in front of the hole. So you can see that I needed just a hair bit more on that adjustment there. Well, actually the ring adjustment was probably a little bit short, to be honest with you. Because had I pulled back a little bit farther, then it would have been short of the hole on the third hop, and it would have probably been perfect. So did just miss it, but like I said, you know, I feel relatively confident, especially if I could just hit it in that same spot every time. If I, you know, just keep playing it right around 3 per ring, you can just get right in that spot. I played a little bit under. I mean, as you could see, you know, I went more than 5 rings. So I didn't go spot on 5 rings. But, you know, for, you know, everything considered there, you can see that, you know, it is relatively close. As long as you have a berserker ball. No, it doesn't matter what ball you have at that point, for the most part. It's going to play very, very spot on 3 per. Just keep in mind, if, you know, wind is up, say you needed a globe and got there, for example, or whatever you used, then you might have the more wind, the more that it's going to project forward. The less wind, the less it's going to project forward. So you could, you know, if I could get a kingmaker there, that'd be awesome, but that's never going to happen, unfortunately. But it'd be ideal being able to have that happen. I don't know what to do here. There's really no good option. I'll just try to do, what is this, min club? Oh, Jesus. This is nasty. So we're going to go short hitting this. How many rings? 5, 7, 9, 5, 8. I'm just going to go 8 rings right around here. We'll do it with some curl. We'll do it with some short hitting, like I mentioned. Not quite the right short hit. I needed just a little bit more power. And there you can see it stopping short. I think I did still squeak out the shootout. I just needed to avoid going down the hill, which I did. And make sure I hit it on the green, which I did. But I played relatively conservative there. You know, overall, I played really good out of the rough. I played good out of that bunker on 1. But aside from that, you know, I feel okay about this round. But I'm not really, you know, satisfied with it. In terms of, you know, only having a POC 5, I do feel like that probably does cost me a good stroke. Just not getting that extra option for, on say, hole 1 and 5 to be a little bit farther than the guys with the POC 7s. You know, I do feel at a little bit of a disadvantage, where it could potentially cost me about, you know, at least 1 shot per 18. So, but I'll do what I can. You know, good luck with your guys' round. Hopefully you find these guides useful. You have 3 different viewpoints and shots, trying to give you guys multi options so that you can kind of see what it's going to take from certain spots. So good luck with your rounds, and I'll see you guys later for some more tournaments. So keep me updated with your scorecards, and see you guys later.